All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, it's time. The time is now. The day is today. We're going to find out who is the top dog in the sport of boxing. We have the best versus the best. We have Canelo Alvarez, who is the face of boxing, versus Terrence Buck Crawford, who is seen as the pound-for-pound king. One of them is going to come out with their hands raised tonight. Of course, I'm rooting for Terrence Buck Crawford. You guys know that. I actually picked him to win the fight based on his skill set, not for my, him being one of my favorite fighters. I picked him based on skill set. You guys know that, who watch the channel quite frequently. I don't just pick fighters because I like the fighter. I look at the resume. I look at their skill set, and I make a very educated guess on who I think is actually going to win the fight. And my guess was Crawford wins the fight by unanimous decision. But, I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think these two guys are actually absolutely phenomenal fighters. I have a huge amount of respect for both of them. And may the best man win tonight. Now, what I want to say, I've been out here and I've noticed something. When I talk about Terrence Buck Crawford leading up to this fight, I get a lot of pushback on the channel. I've gotten some comments you guys wouldn't believe that probably don't even make the comment section. A lot of hate. And since I've been here, I've talked to a lot of Canelo fans. I've talked to Terrence Buck Crawford fans. I went to the weigh-in. I went to the press conference. I'll leave the link for the weigh-in video in the description box. I got the whole weigh-in on video if you guys hadn't checked that out here on the channel. But I've talked to these people, and guess what? There was nothing but respect between me and different, Canelo Alvarez fans. Nothing but respect. I didn't get the same thing I get online. So, I don't know what the difference is. People get online and they just, spew a lot of hatred because your opinions differ from them. But when you meet people in person and you guys talk, it's a whole different ball game. And that's the way it should be. Just because you're on one side of the fence and the person on the other side of the fence doesn't mean it has to be hate. You can be proud of who you are and still respect other people. That's what I'm trying to say. And like I said, it's been nothing but all respect since I've been here. I haven't had one person. I was walking around with a Crawford shirt on through a lot of Canelo Alvarez fans. Not one moment of disrespect came my way. I even got a video on here where I was leaving the weigh-in and it was just full of Canelo Alvarez fans and they were cheering Canelo's name and no hate at all, nothing. So I think that's a breath of fresh air, and that gives me hope for the sport of boxing, that not only can boxing grow as a sport, now with Turki Al-Sheikh trying to put on these big fights on Netflix, the fandom can mature more, and we can use sports to bring each other together. It doesn't always have to be I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, you hate me thing. And I like that. It's been great. But like I said, guys, tonight we're going to see who is the best. And it's been a long road travel. I remember when this fight was first being talked about, and a lot of people thought that it wasn't going to happen. And I was one of those guys out there who said that never say never in the sport of boxing. I had people telling me, you're crazy. That's never going to happen. Canelo and Terrence Buck Crawford's never going to fight. Here we are. Here we are. But anyway, you guys let me know in the comment section, who do you have tonight? How do you think the fight's going to end in a knockout? Do you think it'll go to distance? Let me know in the comment section, guys. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.